I think I figured it out. I think I finally figured out what NMIXX is all about, what JYP was envisioning, why the song sounds so weird, bleeding to the year for some people, and I'm really excited to talk about this. On top of that, I literally found the perfect eyeshadow and the makeup for this spring and summer, you guys. One of the best collections that I've used in a long time. We're gonna get to the hot teas, y'all. So we're just gonna dive right into it, you guys. I'm not gonna be explaining the whole situation. You guys know why you clicked on this video. JYP's new girl group NMIXX released a song. I don't even know how you say this. It's like oing or oing. And fans were disappointed with this song. It sounds messy, not catchy, and overall just not pleasing to the ears. Okay, this is the palette I'm talking about. This is Loger, the waffle chocolate company X Etude House. Yo, you'll see how pretty this is on the eyes. So in order to figure out NMIXX, I had to watch some reaction videos and dive into their lyrics. So first off, according to JYP and the fans, NMIXX is supposed to be pick and choose kind of concept, which you see in their music video, Pick and Mix Donut Shop. So it seems like they have this concept of picking different type of genres or different type of concept, mixing it all together and trying to put this crazy, shocking concept and trying to blow your mind and get out of that norm that we usually see with concept songs and blah blah blah. This is a shocked face. They purposely wanted the listeners to literally have this emoji like, what did I just watch? Like, what is this? Who are they? Like, do I like this or not? I don't know. They purposely wanted you to be confused, right? Some of the lyrics says 곧 터지는 탄성 아직까진 teaser. Hoot 기대해 coming soon. 벌써 놀랐지마. Calm down, calm down. 두 눈이 커져 like oh. 한 방울 떨어뜨릴 때야 eye drops. Your eyes are drying out, so you gotta put some eye drops because you've been holding it like this for such a long time. 0 + 0 = infinity. 재밌지 않니? They ended with 떨어진 멘탈을 챙겨가, baby. So this whole song technically was supposed to confuse the listeners. It's supposed to be really messy. I guess listening to what they were trying to do, the pick and choose, I personally really love this idea. It's like music that only NMIXX is doing, and when you hear it and you're confused, you're like, oh, it's NMIXX's song. And then you slowly are supposed to like fall in love with their concept and what they're trying to do. So I believe this is their whole concept, picking and choosing and putting it all together, kind of like a buffet or jjampong. That's why in the credits there's just so many people working on the song. And Former Theory put it really nicely. He said a theory that maybe they had so many producers, let them work on each different individual ideas and then literally picking and choosing and then putting it together into like a masterpiece that we've never heard before and leaving you shocked. And technically, like, they did what they were supposed to do. But that being said, overall, still, does that change my thoughts about the song? You guys as an audience now understanding what the group is about and what the vision of JYP was about, does it change your idea about the song? So my personal 2 cents, even after understanding their concepts, first off, I love the genre mixing idea. I think SM Entertainment, we all know, does that a lot, starting from I Got a Boy, Bring the Boys Back. NCT does a lot of this mixing genres, and I believe NCT group has one of the best songs in K-pop because it is so well put together, even if it's like all different kinds of sounds being put out there. It's something that SM Entertainment does really well, in my personal opinion, with that kind of idea. But the difference is, you know, that kind of SM Entertainment songs that we've seen a lot is executed very nicely. Like, you have to be very, very creative and know that there's still like a base form that you have to follow in order for that to work and be pleasing to the ears. In case of NMIXX's debut song, I feel like there's nothing wrong with the concept or the type of the song they're trying to go, but the way it was executed, especially some of the English lyrics, like the diction of it, the flow of the raps and the lyrics and the melody line itself was written a little bit poorly than you would think JYP writers would do. Of course, like, who dissects the melody lines and lyrics for every single song out there? We don't, but in a complicated song like this, everything in a way has to be perfect. To say it very harshly, sounded like it was written by an amateur. And I personally think they could have picked a different song with the same concept of mixing things together and leaving the audience shocked. There's many songs out there like that where you're mixing different things and picking and choosing. At first, when you hear it, people might not like it, but you know, I personally loved I Got a Boy. Personally loved Sticka from NCT. I think it's one of the best songs that they came out with. But I just think the whole writing of the song is what is iffy with a lot of people, and they could have totally rocked this concept, and they still do. So love the concept concept, love the ideas. I am looking so much forward to this group and what they have in stores. I found this little bad boy. This is called Dewy Glossy Eyes, and I've been looking forever for a formula like this where it just makes your eyes dewy and not like you're putting on eyeshadow. Who knows, y'all? After we say all of this, maybe this song blows up and people will just love it and will change their opinions about it, and all of a sudden everybody will love the song. You just never know what will happen and how our minds change depending on the mass crowd. And I think it leaves us hanging to want more of NMIXX. It leaves us hanging to be like, what are they gonna do next? So what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Song, is there anyone that like listened to the song were like, I love this, whoa? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. So I really wanted to talk about Ukraine and Russia and why now I believe you understand. South Korea has a mandatory military service for all able-bodied men. You know, there was some talks about, you know, BTS shouldn't be going to the army. Why do some countries have a mandatory military service? And just looking at the whole Ukraine and Russia situation, which maybe it was predicted, but it seemed like a lot of people didn't think it would actually happen. The fact that we're literally watching a war go on TikTok and YouTube live as it happens, and people are literally fleeing to other countries. And obviously there's wars in different countries. There has been many military wars or battles in Afghanistan, Iraq. I know in Africa some countries are still having wars out there. We might not pay too much attention to it. It's not really on TikTok and YouTube as much as what's going on right now. But I guess people didn't really assume that countries in Europe, countries where you didn't think war would ever break out, it's happening right now, and that's kind of what's shocking a lot of people. I've seen that recently Ukraine has called all able-bodied men to volunteer. I'm not sure if it's volunteering or they have to. I couldn't find information. I believe Ukraine does not have a mandatory military service like South Korea does. So I'm thinking, oh my god, all these men, are they trained to fight? And they have to leave their families, and I mean, are people prepared for this? And my heart breaks for them just watching this news. Back in the days, like my dad, he went to the military mandatory for 3 years, you guys. Of course, over time now, it's only like 18 months or something like that. But as you could see, all able-bodied men do get some kind of training in South Korea, and it's mandatory in case a war breaks out in South Korea. Kind of like what's happening in Ukraine and Russia right now. You know, South and North Korea never had a peace treaty, and war technically can break out at any time, and that's one of the reasons why we have a mandatory military service, why American troops are in South Korea. Yes, there's an in-depth history to this. Of course, I'm not gonna get into it, but it made me and a lot of people rethink, you know, I guess this is one of the reasons why it's so important for a country to have their own defense system, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be civilians, it's gonna be people defending their own country. To see in 2022 all these people that's been living their lives with phones, literally taking videos of them escaping their own house and then seeking shelter in subways. They're taking, how about their pets? Some people did take their pets with them, but not everyone can. Where are they gonna go? How are they gonna feed their pets? I mean, this is a reality they're going through, and you know, I'm here just living a great life, eating whatever I want with my pets in my safe home. So yeah, it just made me think of a lot of things. And so on my second channel, my GRAZYTV channel, I'm going to be uploading a video this Sunday. It might be already up by the time you're watching this. A portion of revenue from that video I'm going to be donating somehow to help what's going on out in the world. I don't know where to donate yet, because also I know that there's probably a lot of scammers in times like this trying to scam people saying that they're gonna help the country out when they're just keeping it themselves. So I have to be very careful when I'm picking where I'm donating to. So if you guys have any ideas, leave a comment down below or in that video. Amazing lip product that I found recently. This is Classic Vanilla, again from the Locker collection. I was literally performing in Europe a couple years back. Poland, Russia. I've never been to Ukraine, but I know that a lot of refugees are going to Poland right now to escape. And Poland is one of the European countries that I spent the longest time in when I was touring in Europe. And Poland had the nicest people there. So to think that I was touring in these beautiful countries and now there's a crisis, it's just mind-blowing. Sorry to end this video on a sad note, but I'm sure you guys have been keeping up with what's going on. This is the look that I've completed for today. I love this palette and this collection. Springy, yet at the same time rosy and neutral and natural. Love it. They really nailed it with this collection. I'll leave a link down below for an affiliate link. I'm trying to focus on the video, but this whole crazy thing is in the world is really making me emotional. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below, your like in this video, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell because I reply to all of you guys and I'm live watching the video as soon as it goes up. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in my next video.